Hello everybody, I'm Ernest. We're going to take a walk around the RV park because I get a lot of questions about my RV, other people's RVs, and what type of RVs are allowed at a trailer park. I can't say for every trailer park, but let's talk about where I live at. As you can see, I have an old 2007 trailer. Nothing fancy. It's 31 feet long. It's a toy hauler. I have my truck parked in front here, but right next to me is a brand new large SUV. I don't really know what long. It's probably around 42 footer. So that gives you kind of an idea. Now, if you look right across the street here, there is a small RV, this Shadow Cruiser. That's looks to be 16, 17 foot. And parked right next to me, this person that lives in this house and this RV, she's a full-timer. She's been here, I don't know, a long time, 4 years at least. I've been living at this RV park for 8 years. Hers is a little bigger. It's like a 20-something footer right next to this J-Flight. So there's bumper pulls, and then there's the types that you can drive. This is an A-class right here, this Pace Arrow. As you can see, looks like it'd be an older one, but a nice one. This is what they call a destination model. The destination model is meant to be a permanent home, or just not moved around as much like an RV. It's meant to be taken out to a location and left there. So there's another A model there, and another pull type. Guessing the feet, it's about 24 footer maybe. No, oh no, it's a lot shorter. I don't know what that, about 18 foot. And one, there's another one there, just Twilight. That one looks pretty good. So there's a lot more full-timers that live here than when I first started. When I first started, oh, look, so over there is a dog park. There's a dog park over there, and right next to it, the building right next to it, that's a shower and a bathroom. There's 3 shower rooms here, bathrooms, and then there's a swimming pool up front. Also here along the fence line is a storage space. This is people that just want to park their RV and store it. This person, this RV right here has been living here, I know, as long as I have. And you can see it's an older RV, just like mine. So you can see that there's a huge variety of different types of RVs. Some are expensive with brand new trucks, and then not so expensive. It just depends, it's a variety. There's people here with mixed income. It's not like some neighborhoods, housing neighborhoods, you don't get that variety. There's a little Smarts car parked in front of this destination trailer. This guy here has his own business that works out of and lives in an RV park. Now, I get questions about tiny homes. Now, I don't know for sure if what's the policy is, but this tiny home that's right here, has been here as long as I've been here. And so I don't know if that's still allowed here or not, because it's the only tiny home that's here. There's other tiny homes here, but those are rentals. Those are going for like $1,000 a month to rent a tiny home here. It's been a very quiet neighborhood. I get a lot of questions like, is it loud? Or is there a lot of problems with people? I can honestly say no. I've yet to have any problems yet. Here's another old RV, and I believe this one's been here as long as I've been here. A long time it's been there. I'm looking at this RV right here. It has a for sale sign on it. Sometimes you'll see RVs go up for sale here in the lot, and people are actually living in them. So now I've done some videos with some RV dealerships, and they were telling me too that that's the trend. There's a lot of people buying RVs, not just for recreational. They're living in them just like I am. Just for those who haven't watched this channel, I got divorced about 9 years ago, 10 years ago now. In November, it'd be 10 years or so. And I moved into an RV, and I just stayed there. And I just never moved out. I mean, I could afford to get a house and rent an apartment if that's what I wanted to do. But I got comfortable with how I was living and what I was paying, and I just stayed there. I never chose to get out. So these one of those tiny home cabins, or what do you want to call them, that you can rent for $1,000 a month. And there's some there, some over there. There are about there's about 6 of them here, I think, and they told me that they stay booked up. So here's another park, well, I want to call it park model, but they call them destination model. Another one of those RVs that are designed to live full-time, send it somewhere and park it. There's one that somebody's been living in that one for a while. This is the playground here at the RV park, and they started painting this mural on the wall. Not really sure what if it doesn't look like it's finished yet. Right here is the laundry room. There's the pool and the restroom right next to it. And you got the pool right there. But we're not here to talk about that. I'm talking about what type of RVs are allowed, or what type of RVs can you get. This guy has a nice custom motorcycle. If you see on the back of that RV, there's an AC unit. Well, here in Texas, it's really hot right now. We're getting into the upper 90s, maybe 100. Right now we're in June of 2025, and a lot of times the ACs are not able to keep up with the heat, so people have to supplement their air conditioning with those window units, and there's other types of ways of doing it. There's an A class. As you see, seems like right now the majority of them are trailers, or the trailer RVs and the fifth wheels. But I've seen it where there's been more drivable RVs than others. Now, this is a diesel pusher. It's one of the largest types of drivable RVs. all the slides are in, so I don't know if they just got here or what. It is plugged in. I guess there's nobody home because all the slides are pulled in. This one's a toy hauler. That whole back end opens up and you can drive your motorcycle and golf carts, whatever you want to in there. This is a big fifth wheel, has 3 axles. Not sure, about a 42, 45 footer. I'm guessing. I like this one right here. I like the colors. We get people from all over the United States to come in. But like I said, the more and more I've been paying attention and even hearing it from the RV dealership, there's a lot more people just living in the RVs, because if you paid attention to the price of homes, they're pretty expensive, and they're becoming unreasonable. Just like vehicles. Vehicles, you can't get anything hardly decent unless you spend at least 35 grand, you know, brand new anyway, these days. And a lot of people don't make that kind of money. So there's a niche for people that want to live a little cheaper. Some would argue that it's not that cheap. Yeah, it's not that cheap, but you got to remember, you're not paying property taxes, you're not paying for upkeep, you're not cutting grass, you're not it's kind of like living in an apartment, I guess, your own mobile apartment. You don't like where you live, you just hitch up and you move the RV. I just didn't have a reason to move. I've been here for 8 years and I haven't had a reason to move. I might though, I might, but my kids live nearby, and I don't have I don't want to be too far from them. Have we made it all the way around? Well, you've seen the majority of the RVs. I mean, the outer rim of the RVs, and that should give you some idea of what is allowed in an RV, at least in this one. I've heard a lot of people, they comment on the video saying, well, they won't let me have an RV that's over 10 years. They won't let you stay longer than a month. I don't know about those places around the United States. I just know what this one is, what this RV park allows. And I think there's another one over here. They're pretty similar to being, you know, a full-time residence, as for say. All right, well, maybe that answers some questions, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.